Hey, so a lot of people are getting interested in Claude Code, but the thing is, people have been using Claude Code with a very limited functionality. They have been using Claude Code to only write code. But what if I told you that Claude Code can also be used to create these high animation presentations for your business use cases as well? You heard that right. I created this entire presentation by using Claude Code. I did not use Microsoft Presentation. I did not use Google Slides or Canva. I just used Claude Code and I explained what type of presentation I'm looking for. And it was able to create this entire presentation with that entire content automatically. Here is the entire conversation that I did with Claude Code to be able to create this exact presentation. Well, you can see I have already created a skill inside the presentation skills, and I simply explained what type of presentation, what is the title of the presentation, what is the content that I want to put in. Then it asked me some clarifying questions, and after that clarifying questions was answered, it was able to create the entire flowchart of the presentation. And then of course I gave it some more context, and it was able to create this slides.html. This is the same file that you are seeing right over here. This is the slides.html file that I have opened into a browser. Yes, you heard that right. This entire presentation is in a browser, so it's very easy to access. There's no third-party softwares that are required, and everything was built by using Claude Code. And it's not like this is the only presentation that this Claude Code can create. I've used it to create different other presentations as well. You can see this is a business pitch deck that Claude Code created for me. There is another presentation that I asked it to create, and this is, you can see the animations are over here. All these animations, you can see that is connecting different blocks. Everything was decided and added by Claude Code. Well, in this video, I'm going to explain you how you can use this exact presentation skills in Claude Code to create these high quality presentations that have these amazing animations. The skills.md file I've created, which has each and everything. It has the design elements, it has the animation elements, and it also has the phases in which it should work in. Right, so using this one markdown file, Claude Code now knows what type of presentation we're looking for, how to create a presentation, how to define each and every design element, how to create animations into it. So now Claude Code has this entire ability. Once it has the ability, all I need to do is I just need to give out what type of presentation do I want to create, what is the title of the presentation, what should be the content of the presentation. And if there are some gaps into my prompting skills, then it will ask me some clarifying questions. What is the audience type? What is there? Are there any branding assets that you have? How many slides do you want? What should be the call to action? All these different questions it will ask me. And once I've answered these questions, it's going to start creating the plan. So you can see in the slides plan, it planned out that in the slide 1, we want to put it in this. In slide 2, we want to put it in this. After this, I corrected the plan after giving out some more content. So you can see it enhanced the entire plan of the slides. So slide 1 contained this, slide 2 will this, slide 3 will have this, until slide 10 it created this entire plan. Once I gave it a go ahead, it started creating this slides.html, and yes, this is the entire file of the presentation. So if I open this up, you can see the slides.html contains this entire HTML code. So this code was written by Claude Code, but what should be in the code, what should be the animation, what should be the colors, that was decided by using this particular skill. So in this entire code, you can see it is almost 2000 lines of code, 1600 lines of code. And when I run this file, this is the entire presentation that came up. Let's start with the first slide. So it says your business multiplier, Claude Code plus skills.md. And right after that, it starts explaining what is Claude agent, what all Claude can do by using this simple flowchart. You can already see the animations of this glow effect, right? This animation was also defined in the presentation skills as well. All these different assets that it is using, these SVGs, the flowcharts, how to define these things, everything has been defined into the presentation. So you don't have to do it every single time. Rather, you just have to explain what is the title, right? If I go over to the next slide, you can see there are some animations. All these loading screen that you can see, this is also defined into the skill. So these highly professional, these highly engaging animations that you are able to see, it will be into your presentations as well if you use the same skill. And you can already see when I switch to different slide, it has these different animations, right? If I go from slide 3 to slide 4, the chart, the flow chart, connecting flow chart came up with an animation effect. If I move on to the marketing, you can see these 4 tiles popping up in a different timelines. For the sales, there is a different idea. For accounting, there is a more different context. And now there is also a comparison table. So what is vibe coding and what is Claude Code? So it is able to clearly explain what is the difference between these two things. And in slide 9, you can see how highly intuitive this actually looks. It created an entire terminal-like window with an animation of terminal, with an animation of a cursor, and it has every single thing mentioned here. All these skills that it is mentioning, writing YouTube content, writing sales script, writing LinkedIn post, well, I created these skills into my Claude agent. What I've done is, to automate my own business, I've been continuously working on creating new skills. I've added so many different skills, like how to define an offer, how to create LinkedIn, how to do GTM engineering, how to make my agency AI native, how to write content for YouTube, how to create sales funnel, how to actually write sales script. All these different skills that you can see, I have created these skills one by one so that I can automate my own business. And well, if you're looking to get more of these skills, make sure that you subscribe my YouTube channel as well as connect with me on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, I continuously post new skills that I've been creating, I've added to my own business so that different business owners can leverage it for free. And well, that's it. This was presentation number 1 that Claude Agent was able to create. I actually have another presentation that I created for a different client. It was supposed to be a pitch deck. So you can see it is talking about content growth engine. So my agency can create these SEO blog writing agent, and one of our client wanted to get some insight. So instead of just jumping on a call, I created this presentation just within 30 minutes using of Claude Code. I created this presentation, and in the presentation I explained each and every step on how this agent actually works. And this was actually a game changer. If I'm going on a sales call with a presentation, with a detailed presentation for a client, it actually gives them that you've put in a lot of effort. And well, Claude Code was able to do this for me. Well, I created another one of the presentation using the same skill. So you can see it has much detailed flowchart because I was able to explain the content in a much detailed manner. And of course, this also contains a lot of animations. So in this, you can also see the same loading screen that I told you about. And it also added this roadmap slide. So it is very intuitive for anyone to see what you have already done and what you are planning to do ahead. The idea of having roadmap, the idea of having more intuitive flowcharts, animations, it's not just design elements. Rather, it shows people how serious you are about the job. Well, that's it for this entire video. Well, if you want to use this exact skill, go to the description of this video. I will provide you the link to download this skill. You can just download it and paste it in a Claude Code terminal, and then you will be able to create these presentation as well. Well, now that you've downloaded the presentation skills, make sure that you subscribe to Small AI, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.